friends, happy Sunday. I thought I'd pop on and show you. I felt like making creamer today. So this is in the cookbook that I showed you that I got, the Prairie Homestead cookbook. She has a salted caramel coffee creamer in here. Got some brown sugar on it. So I thought I would give this a try. So it made 2 cups. That's what it looks like, and I did take a little taste off my finger, and boy does it taste good. So I'm sure it's not friendly points, but I'll figure it up and I'll pop it up on the screen so you can see it. But that is the recipe right there. You can stop and write it down. It's not very hard to do. I used just what we had. I used light brown sugar. I did have heavy cream. I didn't use whole milk. I used 2%. And then I used the coarse salt and vanilla. So I just wanted to show you salted caramel coffee creamer. Hey friends, I'm going to go in and see if I can sew. I really haven't felt like sewing today, but I have my heater on because it's kind of chilly. Those are curtains. They're supposed to go up there that Mr. Jerry said he'd put up like 2 months ago. I just have to find a step ladder to step up on, and I can do it myself. But I've got all of the mug rugs ready to be quilted down. Then I've got fabric picked out because there was another, let me put my drink down a minute. There was another applique that came out. And it was Sun Sunbonnet. And of course there's no cover page. But anyways, that's what this is for. So we'll see. I started a new crochet pattern for a hat, and giving myself a break from that mosaic, but I thought I'd flip you over. My hair's a hot mess today because I took a shower really late, and then I just let it air dry, and I have thin hair, so, and I haven't rebrushed it yet, so this is my hot mess express here. But anyways, I started a new hat for our oldest grandson, Landon. And because I was thinking, he's 16. Is he going to want a mosaic design in his hat if he even wears stocking caps? So my thought is, I saw this other one and it looks like a rib design. And I would have put it in a video before this. And so, and he likes blue, and I had extra blue of what I just ordered. So I'm going to do that first, and then I will still probably, after I get our daughters and our son-in-law's hats done, then I will go back and make him that mosaic one. Because you never know. He doesn't say it, but he does enjoy the things that his meemaw makes him. And I don't want him to ever feel like he's ever too old to get stuff from me. So, but the birthday party, I just wanted to come on because so many of you commented, wow, no cake. It really wasn't that difficult. We ate on purpose. I told you I was going to get 3 meals in. And so my lunch was a yogurt that I had just taken graham crackers and crumbled up in on the bottom, put the pumpkin pie Dan & Fit yogurt on that, and then crumbled the other ones on top, and then, you know, a dollop of Cool Whip. And that was my lunch, because my breakfast I got done about 11. So lunch was about 2, and we have to be there at 6. And so at 5 we had leftover chicken noodle soup, that homemade chicken noodle soup. And I warmed it up and everything, and Mr. Jerry goes to fill our bowls. And I don't know if you got, I never thought I had a food pusher in my house, but I'm telling you, he wasn't too hungry either, and he threw some in his bowl, and I saw what he, he didn't have a very big amount, and then he dumped the rest in my bowl. And I says, now wait a minute. I said, I don't want a lot. And he goes, well, I don't either. And I said, you could save the rest. He goes, oh. So, and I still didn't finish it. I took the 13 points, but I ate maybe 3/4 of it. That had been generous, the 3/4. So we got there about 6, and his mom was really good. She looked good. She acted good. We walked in, and, it was like his mom, she's just like, well, hi there, and Jerry went up and gave her a hug, and I told her happy birthday, and we all sat around for about, I don't know, maybe a half hour, 45 minutes, and then his sister got up, and the way his sister does it, she doesn't ask if you want cake and ice cream or whatever she's serving. She puts placemats out on the table, and then she just cuts everything up and scoops everything up, and she places it on the table, and everybody's got basically the same amount, and then we all have water. When we got up to sit at the table, she had made a bundt cake type of cake, and I wish we could not figure out what it was. It almost reminded me of a fruit cake, but there was no fruit in it. It was dark brown like gingerbread. It had a lot of cinnamon in it and nuts. Very moist but dense. And so if you know what a bundt cake looks like, you know how there's a hump in each one. So what is there, 6 or 8 humps in it, something like that? We all got a hump. I mean, it was like, and the ice cream wasn't even, it was just a little bit over a 1/4 cup. And like Jerry said, if she was going to be that generous with the cake, she could have been more generous with the ice cream to match the cake. Because a lot of them, what they like to do, his family, that's how they always did it. If you had cake, you had ice cream, it was served into a bowl so that you had enough bite of ice cream to go with your cake. So the ice cream didn't match the cake, or the cake didn't match the ice cream, I'll tell you, I don't know. But I did taste the cake. I took a little bite, and I took a little bit of ice cream, and I went to take another bite of cake and a little bit of ice cream, and my tummy started going, And so I stopped on the cake, and I did eat the ice cream. Well, I didn't even eat the whole ice cream. I was the only one that didn't. I felt awkward. I really felt awkward. Jerry ate all his, and I said, you want my cake? Because everybody was getting up for more ice cream, and he said no, he was full. And I said, well, I'm full, I can't. And he said, here, just put it on my bowl, But I mean, I did feel awkward about it. Now Jerry's mom ate it all, and everybody else ate it all, but it might have been different if it was, was a different type of cake. It might not have, because I was pretty darn full, because I don't, I tried to leave room for things to digest. So our plan was we were going to not be there over a couple hours, and we didn't get home until like, I don't know, 9:45, something like that. And I was so happy for Mr. Jerry, because it was a good time with his brother and sister, and but it was also good because his mom actually was interacting when she could, and she would try to say something, and everybody would just stop, and then you could tell that it wasn't coming to her what she wanted to say, and somebody would say, well, it's okay, Mom, take your time, and then she would look at his brother and say, well, what you were just saying, and then he would say it again and stuff. So, but when we got up to leave, he gave her another hug, and I wished her happy birthday again, and she had, his sister had gotten her a sweatshirt that said a birthday queen, 90th birthday queen. So, but, you know, she probably didn't get back to her place until like, you know, 10:15, 10:30. So, but it was a good time all around. And I was just so tickled pink that I did not force myself to eat that cake like I usually would, and been miserable. And when we got in the car, I said to Mr. Jerry, I said, what kind of cake was that? And he goes, I don't know. And I says, I just couldn't. I said, I was full. And he says, I was proud of you, because he said, you didn't eat the cake when you were full. He says, good job, babe. So that made me feel good, but next time might not be so good. But, and I forgot to record my breakfast. It was my 5-point smoothie. It's been our Sundays are usually laid back. It's our day that we tend to be in the same area out in the sunroom watching football, because it's football Sunday. And Mr. Jerry doesn't work out into his area in the afternoon. And I told him, I said, I feel like I want to go sew, but I said, but it's nice sitting in here with you. And he goes, what? He says, I do understand that. But then he fell asleep in the chair. And yeah, that's Sunday too, right? Naps. And I decided, you know what? I'm going to try that salted caramel creamer. I'm going to make that up, because we had bought the heavy cream, and I'm sure they make a lighter version of heavy cream. I don't know, I don't ever look at heavy cream stuff. And I used the 2% milk, and it made, you know, 2 cups worth. Well, it had the light brown sugar and salt and vanilla in it, with a half a cup of water. It was very easy, and when it cooled down, I stuck my finger in it to taste it, and boy, it did taste good. So it's in the refrigerator, so I'm hoping by morning I will be able to have that to tell you how it tastes in the coffee and everything. But then she has a recipe for eggnog. I don't care for eggnog. My husband absolutely loves it. And he bought a small pint of it, half pint of it, yesterday. And I know that I have scanned that before, and that thing is just decadence. You know, the points are so high. But I thought, you know what, we both read the recipe, and if you use store-bought eggs, she suggests that you cook everything, and if you use farm fresh eggs, then you can do it the non-cook way, because farm fresh eggs, they stay basically fresh until you put them in the refrigerator. Then you got to use them up just like your store-bought. So that's how come you see, if you see people that on YouTube or wherever, if they have chickens or they get you know, fresh eggs like that, like we get fresh eggs from our son and his wife, it's kept in the container right outside the refrigerator. And that took a while for me to get used to that, I'll tell you. You know, so, but I'd like to try that. You basically, because I told them we don't have enough farm fresh eggs. So I said, but we got store-bought eggs, so we'll just cook it and then try it, because I got the heavy cream, because, you know, heavy cream, I don't want to waste it. And I can make frosting with cream. I mean, I can make lots of stuff that's not too, you know, point friendly, but so I thought I would try that maybe later tonight or maybe tomorrow, because she suggests that you leave it set in the refrigerator at least 6 hours, better overnight. My thought was, is if I could do it today, then it can be overnight, because, you know, he likes to drink it, you know, at nighttime anyway. So, but I don't know if I'll get to it today. we'll see how I feel on it. But I just wanted to hop on and say hello, happy Sunday. I hope that your Sunday was a great one. I hope it was a nice, relaxing day. We are supposed to get, they say, anywhere from a trace to an inch of snow by Halloween night. So we'll see. It's going to be cold enough. It's like 43 degrees out today, and we'll see get down to like 39 or something like that tonight, and tomorrow's only going to be like 40, and Tuesday's only going to be maybe 30s. So, but then by Friday and Saturday it's back up to 50. So, but all the leaves pretty much, if I look out my my window here, the neighbors' trees that were all so gorgeous, a lot of those leaves are gone, and we have like 3 trees right here, and we have still one that doesn't drop for a while. You know, your oak trees will tend to drop a little bit later, but we are at peak right here, and so that's just, you know, Wednesday's November 1st, and it is a short month in November because you have Thanksgiving coming up. So, but I just wanted to touch bases on the cake. Thank you for everybody that said, wow, no cake and everything. But to me, I don't know, there was something about it. I just didn't, I don't know. It was good. Just the 2 little bites that I had. And when I say little bites, I mean just little, because I felt obligated. And I felt like everybody else is doing this. Now, before, she used to sit there and say, you know, do you want some cake? She'd have us all set, and then she would say, you know, who wants cake? And I could sit there and tell her, no, I don't want cake. I'll just take a little bit of ice cream, or I don't want anything because I'm full, you know. But this time she did it different, and she just, you know, Jerry even said, that was a lot of cake. And then when we were leaving, she says, you want to take some cake home? And he said, no. She goes, what? And he goes, no. I thought, thank you. So anyways, I hope you guys are doing great. I know that we are having a good, relaxing day. And so I don't know. I might sew a little bit. I might not. I might go back out and watch football with my hubby. So y'all have a very blessed day, whatever day you were watching this. And I will chit chat with you later. You might not see too much in supper because we ate a pretty big lunch today. So anyways, thanks for listening, my friends, and I will talk to you later. Okay, there is my sunbonnet Sue. It is my fall. I really like this. I fussy cut around the pumpkin so that each little one had something in it that was fall related. She has on her fall outfit with her apron and her dark shoes. So I just have to fuse her down with the iron, and I think I like that like that. And then all I need to do is just stitch her down and then put a backing and batting on it. I think I'm going to make her like one to put over on my baking or my coffee rack. But I'd like to do another one of these, and I'd like to do it on tea towels. So I have to go buy some tea towels. You can see all my trash right there. But I wanted to show you Sue Bonnet. Isn't that what she's called? Sue Bonnet? Sun Sue Bonnet. Sun Sue Bonnet. All right.